give us some insight into the latest that you're hearing.
Yeah, so we had a meeting yesterday that the Conservative Partnership Institute, or CPI, helped put together. There were probably about 30 or so Senate staffers in the room. They had a panel discussion, all focusing on reconciliation. They actually had a couple ATF agents out there showcasing suppressors, as well as the difference between Sherpa rifles and Sherpa shotguns, and Title I rifles and shotguns. It was a very informative meeting. Lasted about an hour. It was really fantastic discussion. And really, for us, the main point that we're driving home is, look, a tax is a tax is a tax. And in a tax bill, in the reconciliation process, anything that produces a change in outlays or revenues, like a tax, is germane. And I think that, for anybody that's out there saying that the policy aspect of this outweighs the actual tax reform, to me, it's akin to trying to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, right? Like it's throwing in the towel when you're up by 3 touchdowns and the other side hasn't even scored in the first half, and you're the coach coming out there at the halftime interview saying, hey guys, we need to be prepared to lose this. Like, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. Does it have a policy impact? Sure. Anything has a policy impact. Did Obamacare have a policy impact? Absolutely. But it was still a tax. It was still germane, and the Supreme Court still upheld it. And that's exactly the lens through which we see this. I think that we were successful in getting the House to include Section 2 of the Hearing Protection Act because it was the right thing to do, right? Because in my opinion, the idea that reducing the tax but eliminating it, reducing the tax is germane but eliminating it is not, I find that to be incredibly hollow, right? And I think it's short-sighted, and I think it's trying to basically open with a compromise position when it's entirely unnecessary. At the end of the day, the parliamentarian is the one who's going to make this decision for us. And there are mechanisms to override the parliamentarian, which obviously we would pull every lever available to us if she does not rule in our favor. But I just don't see how anyone with a straight face could make the argument that removing a tax is not germane because it does not produce a change in outlay revenue.